Hey everybody, this is Dust for Dust on Gaming, with a couple of, at least one match, hopefully two, of Bant Eldrazi. This is a list that we did in the deck tech the other day. Link will be in the description for this video on YouTube. Don't have a ton of time, got a lot going on, got work, got some finals for school coming up. Well, they're finals, sort of. And we're expecting the family to come home shortly, so there will probably be an interruption at some point, but we're going to try to get in a match or two tonight with the modified Bant Eldrazi. So hopefully we are on the play this game. I think we keep his hand. We've got Path. Double Path is not necessarily exciting, but Noble Hierarch, Ancient Stirrings, you have a Maya Coast, all that seems fairly reasonable, so can't really argue with, potential turn 2, turn 3 Thought Knot. So don't have white mana if this Noble Hierarch dies. Gemstone Cavern's a little awkward in your non-on-the-draw hands, so. But it is a colorless source, so. Ooh, dear. Okay. Looks like we might be up against Burn, which is actually kind of one of the matchups I wanted to test here, so. No blocks. Alright, another Noble Hierarch. So, play Ancient Stirrings here. Let's see. Eldrazi Temple, Displacer, this isn't any order. Play out this Noble Hierarch, don't really like taking damage for this, but so is life. Next turn we get to do Thought Knot plus Path to Exile, seems reasonable. Pretty much regardless of what our opponent does here. What you got? Guess we're gonna get like Searing Blaze plus nonsense here. He looks at my face. Wow. Be aggressive. Alright, taking 2 here. That's fine. Ish. It's possible I should be chump blocking, but. Misty Rainforest. So start out with Thought Knot Seer. See what you got. Okay, so hopefully your hand is not all spells. So you're a slightly budget version of Burn. Eidolon's slightly annoying, but doesn't really affect us much. So I guess is it Boros Charm or is it Eidolon here? Probably take Boros Charm. Get in with Noble Hierarch here. So your hand is. Problem is our clock is not all that fast, and we don't have any life gain right now, so need like a we need like a something like a Reality Smasher or something. Go ahead and path this, just to free up. I don't want any chump blocking shenanigans. Opponent's not playing Eidolon out, which we kind of figured. Do need to get him dead. Alright, so opponent has planes in their sideboard. That's interesting. Let's get in with Thunknut here. Thunknut get in for 6. Go to... Alright, blue plus this. Play out this Sky Spawner. So currently we have 4, 5, 6, 7 power in play. If our opponent somehow deals themselves 1 more point of damage, then we have a 2-turn clock. If not, guessing they won't. Yeah, here comes a Skullcrack. Sure, put us to 9. Still know 2 of the cards in our opponent's hand. Basic Plains is interesting. Alright, so... it's like a Searing Blaze then? Wow, they're playing out Eidolon. That's interesting. So you know one of their cards in their hand is Skullcrack, so I think I'm going to go ahead. As long as your card isn't Boros Charm, I don't think this changes the clock, so we'll see how many lands you got over there. Probably another mountain here. Yep. Reality Smasher. Alright, I mean... so if our opponent can't kill us... 8, 9... It's the Skullcrack we know about. Yep, put us to 4. So... hit them with this, this, this. Alright, we're not cracking our fetch land, so am I dead? Am I dead? Wow, got there. Now granted, we are up against a slightly budget version of Burn, but still nice to get game 1. Definitely want the Warships and the Blessed Alliances. Debate the usefulness of Unified Will here. The problem becomes is what do I take out? Like, I think we just go with 4 in, 4 out. It's possible I want Unified Will, but not all circumstances is Unified Will going to be turned on. Holding up the mana sometimes is going to be a little bit tricky. So our opponents, I don't know if they flooded out there or just didn't have enough damage in hand. But I mean, obviously turn 3 Thought-Knots, one of this deck's better draws. Especially in the burn matchup when we're on the play. So it feels like, I mean, that's not obviously a true... oh, this is obviously a pretty easy mulligan. Sand isn't fantastic. But we're definitely keeping. Okay, they're mulliganing to 5. Wow, they're going to 4. Alright, and opponent scooped. So, Drowner of Hope, Worship. So we would have bottomed Drowner, drawn Worship, and then had 1, 2, 3 mana sources. Yeah, I think we actually would have been in pretty good shape. Alright, I mean, kind of hard to argue that result. Let Longshot LK go ahead and get paired up. So don't want to play the same matchup twice in a row if we can avoid it. Do 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 do.
Just do the thing. Just do the thing.
Alright, well, I mean, just go ahead and throw our thing into the pot, and if Longshot rejoins, then Longshot rejoins. Yep, Notorious ATX. Sweet. Yes, I'd like to play first. Alright, Eldrazi Temple, Drowner of Hope, Ancient Stirrings. Ancient Stirrings seems about as good a hand as we're going to get that doesn't include Noble Hierarch or early drops. This into Ancient Stirrings. So Sky Spawner, Cavern. We'll just take a Sky Spawner here. Able to go turn 2 Sky Spawner, turn 3. Hopefully this is either a control deck or Storm. Guess we'll find out here in a minute. Could be Storm. Wow. What are they doing here? Okay. Doesn't tell us much about what our opponent's trying to do. Still could be either. Alright. Cavern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drizzles. Go ahead and get a turn 3 Reality Smasher going here. Get our opponent for 7 here. See what kind of deck they're on. Guessing control, but could be Storm and we're dead here. Nope, Spreading Seas on Cavernous Souls, sure. So it looks like we're up against. Alright. So that is definitely. Probably. Well, not definitely, but most likely Blue Moon. So we want these in. Probably mostly cut pass here. Engineered Explosives. Do I want to leave explosives in or not? Can get Blood Moon, can get Spreading Seas. Beyond that, I mean, don't really want to fight the Cage and Rest in Peace Battle, so go with this. Alright, so yeah, I mean, seems reasonable. Keep. So opponent goes. They might have Ceremonious Rejection in their board. Let's play Misty Rainforest and pass. Because I don't want you to be able to get my mana. Okay, there. Young Pyromancer control, so Pass are definitely coming back in for the next game. What am I grabbing here? I guess I just grab Basic Island Eldrazi Temple. That's a nice one. Trigger. Pass to you, friend. So unfortunately, no Cavern of Souls means if they leave up mana for counter spells, then we can't electrolyze. Yeah, I mean, electrolyze is cute here. Doesn't stop what's going to happen to you, but it's cute. Alright, so Thought Knot. So I guess I could have. Guess we'll go ahead and grab Temple Garden here. Maybe I shouldn't be taking the extra damage, but this at least guarantees the fact that we'll be able to. Okay, so Serum Visions, Opt, and Cryptic Command. Go ahead and take the Cryptic Command in the 2, 3, 4. Alright, so they're gonna get to Field of Ruin. Sure. Go grab a Basic Plains, I guess. Trigger. Gonna be hard to get our Thought Knots through, that's for sure. Serum Visions, Field of Ruin. Definitely gonna want Path to Exile back in next game. So top, huh? Question was, are you going to want to trade off like your entire board for my Thought Knots here? Cavern of Souls. So let us attack with our Thunk Nut. If you want to trade your entire board for that, I'm cool. Appears you do not. So Eldrazi. The awkward part is we don't have any colorless mana. So let's see what you drew. Snapcaster Mage, Opt. Yeah, let's take your Snapcaster Mage, leave you with double Opt Steam Vents. Alright, wait, that. Eldrazi Displacer. See what you got. Alright, you let me go to combat, so why the heck would you... Huh. Sure. Trigger. Card on bottom, Opt Trigger. Let's see what you do. Put a card on top. Alright. Another Opt, sure. Wow. Okay. Go ahead and blink this out. Alright, so Spreading Seas, Snapcaster, Logic Knot. Take your Snapcaster, draw a card. Unfortunately, I did misorganize that, but it's kind of whatever. Ah, lightning bolt. Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely missed sequence there. Sure. Down to 5. Okay. Do you have bolt bolt? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Those were some draws. Bolt, bolt, bolt. Just wow. It's like these unified wills can go back out, and some number of these path exiles can come in. Still want the engineered explosives. Don't think we want worship here. It's possible, given the bolts, we don't actually want Nissa in this matchup, so guess we'll go ahead and try it like this. Guess I'd like to play first. Wow. I mean, we're definitely keeping this hand, but do need to draw gas. Notorious ATX. Drowsy Temple, go. So what are the odds that our opponent has ceremonious rejection here? Probably not very high. Alright, I mean, turn 2 Thought Knot, see what you got. Young Pyro, Spreading Seas. Well, I don't particularly care about Spreading Seas, so I'll take one of your Pyros. Sure. Another Path to Exile. Drowsy. Alright, pass to you. Alright, interesting. Another, oh, a Thang. You got yourself a Thang. Okay, Drowner of Hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So, go ahead and blank that out. Hit you for 8. Don't think you have a boulder. You would have bolted my displacer by now. Sure. See what you do. Put a card on top. Young Pyro, sure. Okay. So you have an opt. See what you do here. Draws a card with opt. Okay, hold up an island, sure. Alright, I mean, we could really use... I'm just supposed to play out Drowner of Hope here and pray. Okay, Okay, let's go ahead and draw step this nonsense. Okay. Do you have bolt here? Looks like you might. Braid on that. Go ahead and blink out your stupid thing in the ice. Alright, so draw a card first. See what you... Okay, so you're gonna let this trigger resolve. Snapcaster and Pia and Kira Nalar. You currently don't have the mana to cast, correct? Alright, sure. Go ahead and path that. Do another mountain. You do. It's unfortunate. Yeah, the Maya coast, huh? Gonna attack with this Thought Knot. As predicted. Go to our main phase, do this, do this. So there's a decent chance you're dead here. Play island. Yep, Pian Kieran. White source, please. Drowsy Sky Spawner, huh? Actually, I just missed lethal. I just missed lethal. I just missed lethal. I just missed lethal. Yep, yep. See, I could have played Sky Spawner, tap down their idiots, and... Wow. Be aggressive. I appreciate your eagerness, friend, but... Go ahead and path your stupid Thopter here. So you just wasted a bolt. Play Eldrazi Sky Spawner here. Trigger. See, I miss lethal. This is the frustrating part. And... Alright. Okay, sure. Hopefully you can't chain off like a bunch of spells here. Please, top, bottom, whatever it is. Card on top. Alright. Sure. At least Jace doesn't trigger their stupid... Okay. So you only get one more card in hand. You have to hit cantrip into something here? Play that out. Alright, move to combat. Play this Path to Exile. Snapcaster Mage on what, though? Is the question. Opt. Alright. So you know it's on top of your deck. Do you have another 1-mana play? Yep, looks like Bolt, sure. Let's get to flip this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get to draw a card. Do this. That does. One, two, three, four, five, six. Alright, so we still get to play Drowner post-combat. Opponent's got what? Snapcaster Mage and nonsense. Play out Drowner here. They may have survived, unfortunately. Yep. So our opponent's been able to chain like spell into spell into spell on a couple of occasions here. Just been kind of backbreaking. Okay. Pyromancer, sure. Serum Visions. Okay, Harvest Pyre into kill your Drowner. Seems reasonable. See what you got going on over there. You're probably going to play your Snapcaster in response. Yep. And what? Harvest Pyre? Sure. And then Kiranular. Play out our Eldrazi Sky Spawner that they know about. They're going to be able to Harvest Pyre our Thought-Knot Seer, thanks to yep, we'll just be able to trade off here. Yep, yep. So we'll just stack the fetch land, blow up our Thought-Knot, and then it's all kind of academic from there. Yep, 7. I mean, we still have a couple of draws here, that's fine, but we're in a lot of trouble. Yep, Harvest Pyre on Thought-Knot. On Sky Spawner. Huh. Interesting. Figured they'd go for thought not into nonsense. Sure. Are spreading seas? Yep. Alright, so like one of our better draws here is engineer explosives. Ancient stirrings. Alright. Play ancient stirrings, see if this resolves. I might not let it. Alright, I mean, play it on x equals 2. Alright. It's like a really big logic knot, right? Okay, x equals 5. I can only... Ooh. Ooh. They screwed up. You screwed up. Or you said another counterspell. Huh. Yep, you said another counterspell. Fair enough. Alright, I mean, that was one of the best cards we could have had to get back in this matchup. And then... maybe there was a mistake made here. Yep. I think if our next draw step's a blank, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Especially with another young Pyro. It's like, engineered explosives could have gotten us there, but now it's like... Huh. I don't think Reality Smasher is good enough anymore. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, because our opponent's just established control here. I mean... Tameo. Tameo would have drawn us... Cavern and Drowner. So, overall, quick thoughts on the deck. It was nice to beat a burn deck, even if it was a budget version. That's kind of draws we need to hit to beat burn. It's possible there were some sequencing errors there against Blue-Red Moon. Yeah, in fact, there was. There was the turn that I didn't play Sky Spawner to tap down their various threats. That was the punt. So we could have beaten Blue Moon, or Pyromancer Moon, however you want to look at it, and we could have beaten obviously the budget version of Burn. We were in pretty good shape to beat. So, I mean, outside of my sequencing error, the deck performed pretty well. I mean, it's the kind of draws that Eldrazi's got to hit. I mean, sometimes you got to run hot and look good. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope this is some inspiration for those of you Bant Eldrazi players still out there. For those of you who have picked up other Eldrazi variants, maybe a reason to go ahead and pick up Bant Eldrazi again. See if, toy with it a little bit. See, if it can perform well in this format. So, this has been Dust for Dust Down Gaming with Bant Eldrazi, couple gameplays. Thanks for tuning in.